Alrighty, Ramsey show over. After show beginning. Live on both the YouTubes and the Twitches. What up, Tat? What up, Obs? They got in before I started putting in my links in the chat. That's okay, though. They're nice and prompt. It's very courteous. And the last one. Ob's got to be a little teeny bit quicker than that. Or in this case, quicker than Tat. What up, Clay? Let me, I wasn't going to do this, but since you're here, Clay, let's do Friday. Kidding, not going to do Friday. Alrighty. There we go. Episode 321, 7/18/2022. As you can see, I did 2 streams over the weekend, so getting back into that. Did another tech support with Coach Steve Money and some gameplay of Uncharted 4. And probably have 1 or 2 more streams of Uncharted 4 to finish that game. Alright, I'm not gonna do Friday. I was fronting, Clay. Or as the kids used to call it back in the day, fronting. Alright. But what we do here, you know what we do here? We listen for the drum taps. What we generally do at this point. Like all plans, it starts with step 1. $1,000 emergency fund. Step 2, you pay off all your debt. Except mortgage, we don't do that yet. No cabinets either. So pay off your consumer debt. Every one of those charges, from smallest to largest. Baby 3 is next. Baby threat. Full emergency fund of expenses. You stay gazelle intensive. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I go, and why I host this after show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, whoops, you should do Dave's baby steps. And step 4 is when you can take a breath. Go less gazelle and invest. Step 5 is to save for your kids. No student loans at all for college. 6 is to pay off your home. Step 7, build your wealth and don't keep it all yourself. And you've lived like nobody else. And now you get to live large, and now you get to give large. His name is Dave Ramsey, and this is his plan. And I hope to meet him, I admire the man. I've messed up in my life, but these steps have made it right. That's why I don't, that's why I go, and why I host this YouTube show. If you don't like the way it's working out, you should do the baby steps. And if you want to have financial peace, You should do days, baby steps. Trumpet, take it home. Live from Columbus, OH, it's the Ramsey Show Aftershow show brought to you by D.H. Schumann. Thank you so much, D.H. Here we talk about the Ramsey Show YouTube chat, and the people in it. All things financial and whatever else I want to talk about. And turn that off before I get copyright claimed on that as well. Where was I? Whatever else I want to talk about. I'm your host, Coach Steve Money. I'm a certified Ramsey Solutions financial coach, and you can schedule a free consultation assessment at calendly.com/Coach Steve Money. The link's at the top of the chat. Video description below as well. You can email me about anything. Yes, anything. CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can reach me on Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. If you'd like to donate to the channel so I can make it better, that's paypal.me/Coach Steve Money. Alrighty, let's catch up with the chat. Clay says something I want to watch the world burn. I was fronting. I'm not gonna do Friday. Thanks for the IO there. Ops, Breesh. Speaking of the world burning, Tat says he had a fire that burnt 300 plus acres last he seen on the local news. And that is awful. And yes, did I not put my phone on Do Not Disturb? Let's see what Tiffany wants. I don't know. Dunno, he answers. Then puts his phone on Do Not Disturb. She know where I'm at if she wants to talk to me. She could get me on her phone. She could just call and it would ring through if she really needed me, or she could just type something in the chat. Let's see. Okay, so we did that. Thinks that forest fire is awful, obviously, always. Unless they are meaning to do that, and they have a good reason for wanting to do that, like when they burn fire lines sometimes, so that it doesn't go from one part of the forest to the other. Boom, boom, boom. I'm a wanted man. Hey, that's right, dog. You know, hey man, you know I was busy doing something when I wasn't doing many other streams other than the after show. Busy some people got to secure the bag. I just secure the girlfriend. So there we go. Mission accomplished. And of course, always ongoing. Alrighty, so today's Ramsey Show host on a brand new Ramsey Show. That were Dave Ramsey and Ken Coleman. Neither of those have songs. So I guess we'll just go right into market report. There one more time. So I don't know. Obs with it, that's what she said. Good job. Good job on the That's What She Said. You know, I mean, horizontal dotted line there. It was Friday's close, and market was up, and then all of a sudden, about 2 p.m., it's like, oh no, we're gonna start going down, and that happened in just about all of them. The Russell stayed up longer than the other ones, basically, until 3:30 p.m., about half an hour before market close. S&P probably was similar to the, didn't open as high as the NASDAQ, so it didn't have much more to drop, but that, again, to about 2 p.m., a little bit before 2 p.m., that one went down. Let's see what total market index. A little bit less of a descent there as well, it looks like. And so that's the dealio. So we don't know why. Oh, let's check this link right here and see if it says why, or their guess anyway. Stock skid after report on Apple's cost-cutting plan. Oh, can I not read that? Oh, because it's Market Watch. Stocks gave up earlier gains Monday with the Dow ending about 216 points lower after Bloomberg reported on cost-cutting efforts taking shape at Apple Inc. a week before the iPhone maker reports quarterly results. Yeah, the earnings report is next week for Apple. And so we can't read that on there. Actually, hold on one brief moment. You guys can't see this. But I could just, open up the Edge browser and fake it out. All right, so I can find out what's going on here. Let's see what they are saying about it. Oh, nothing else. Just Bloomberg reported on cost-cutting efforts taking shape at Apple. Okay, so they're going to cut costs. So no details on that. Could check Bloomberg, I guess. Let's check. Let's go back to the screen you can see and do Bloomberg. I am not glitching, I don't think. I don't have any let's see if I have any errors on the stream. Negative Ghost Rider. Oh yeah, I do. Hold on. See what that is. Skip frames detected over the last 2 minutes. Okay, hopefully that'll get better. Let's see. Let's see if that comes back. All right, so you right this time. It was doing that. I'll keep an eye out to see if it continues to have skipped frames. I don't know why that would be. Let's see. Oh, here it is right here. On the front page of Bloomberg, Apple to slow hiring and spending for some teams next year. Okay, so that means they're just going to simmer down now. And so because Bloomberg reports on that, that brought the whole market down, apparently. I'm assuming Apple stock will be down when we check that shortly. Texas left article. Said Texas has the worst corn quality this year out of all the states that produce major corn crops. All right. Might be because it's hot over there. Could be. Let's see. Do we need any more from this? Oh, the NASDAQ. The S&P actually the most down, 0.84% down. NASDAQ 0.81% down. Dow Jones 0.69% down. And the Russell Small Cap Index, which was up most of the day, is down just 0.34%. Let's check let's see, I can do that one again, and 24-hour stock market. Let's see what the futures are looking like. Down, all down. NASDAQ down 0.85 additionally, S&P 0.75, and Dow 0.62. All right, maybe there'll be some good news and that'll turn around before tomorrow's open. See what we got here. Let's see what was up today. Direction Daily S&P up 5.81. Twitter 1.78, and Fidelity OTC portfolio. I don't know exactly what kind of fund that is. That's a mutual fund of some type. Let's see. Earnings calendar on the 20th, which is Wednesday. Tesla will be reporting next week. Microsoft, Meta, Apple, Amazon, ExxonMobil, stretching into 2 weeks from now. Apple down 2.06. Most down though is Google owner Alphabet, 2.46%. And Amazon, Meta Platforms, and Tesla actually up today. So that may help for some of those of us that are NASDAQ heavy. So we'll see. Let's check the rest of the planet. Everything up in Europe, everything up in Asia. So maybe that bodes well for tomorrow, perhaps. We'll see. Let's check out the dollar, down to the euro, down to the Japanese yen, down to the British pound, love, down to the Canadian dollar, and down to the Australian dollar. No, the Australian dollar down to the US dollar. That's so close, though. If I refresh, will it be different? Will it be different, love? Nope, Australian dollar still down. So that hasn't changed. I think that just goes 24. Yeah, it just changed, see? But it's still down. But it's just barely down. So maybe they can put half a shrimp on the bobby on me. Crypto, everything up. Ethereum up big, 12.127%. But even in something that good, they are still down 20% over the last year, even with that 12 today. I think that's all we need there. We did that one. Yahoo Finance. And we stop that vid. There we go. Still getting skipped frames apparently. Let's clear that out. Let's see what up with that. All right. Normally when that happens, I can't fix that until I reboot the computer or the modem and such, which I'm not gonna do. Hopefully it's not too bad. What is this? Legendary Tech Investor. We're in a generational bear market. According to one longtime tech investor, the market could still recover, but will likely face systemic obstacles on that journey. None of us has a crystal ball, but it feels to me as though what's going on now is the beginning, middle, or something of a generational bear market. Every 20 years or so, the market shakes a lot of extreme ideas out, and it feels to me as though that's what's going on here, and we're down far enough that a lot of things reasonably should be able to come back. All right, and so we're still in a situation because the indexes did not go down as much as they've come up since last Wednesday's drop last Wednesday. You remember that one investor guy from that, he's a consultant to CNBC, Jim Cramer, and I still need to read that article that AJ sent me. I forgot to do that so far, my bad. Somebody remind me to do that tomorrow. If you think about it, I'll try to remember. But yeah, Jim Cramer said he thought Wednesday would be the bottom. And so this still isn't, even with the drop today, it's still not as low as it was Wednesday, I believe. Let's just take a look at that. Yeah, see, so July 14th then. All right, was that Wednesday? That was actually Thursday. For the NASDAQ, let's see what it was for the S&P and the total market. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be the same on all of them. Okay, so that was Thursday. I thought what he said was Wednesday. Maybe it was Thursday. So yeah, that's it. And Thursday came back up. So yeah, okay. So it must have been, Friday it came back up. So I think he did say Wednesday, though. I'll verify that as well. And so if he's off by a day, that's fine. I'll accept Thursday as being the bottom because that means it'll keep going up. And it may go up and come back down a little bit and go back up and then come back down a little bit, but not go back down to the lowest spot. Alrighty. Where were we? We did that one. Obs didn't figure out where to go to look for that percentage. Let's see. What is it, Merrill? Merrill Lynch. Stock positions screen. I'm gonna see if I can help you out here. Try to get like an image of it. No, I don't think the web page would look like that. This looks like their inner working stuff. Oh, maybe here it is. Let's see. Trade, products. Might be under products. Let's see. Could be under accounts up there. I don't know. Let's yeah, this is not fun. I'll show you what mine looks like on Fidelity in just a second. Yeah, it's not showing me. I mean, maybe yours looks yours looks different than that, but I assume that what we were looking at right here is that's the website, but that just doesn't have anything about that on there. But like it would be something like this, and it would be like maybe it's under accounts or maybe products. My account balances, probably right there. You see account balances right here on the right side there. Obs, it might be right there, account balances. So, but how it looks on the Fidelity one, let's see. Yeah, so much easier on that right there. And let's make that bigger. That's what she said. Yeah, it's not even this, it doesn't look like this. This is basically all the information, but, as you can see, this, yeah, it doesn't say this anymore. This is most recent. You can see that, and that is just the 1 day change. Is right there, and it should say where is the, it doesn't have that. Doesn't have the percentage on there. Oh, right here. Right there, it shows you the percentage difference. And then the total, it should be, yeah, this is not quite right. But then, and then the change since purchase, this is the overall number. Right there, and you can see up 3.3% here, and this one is up 84.43%. So you definitely want the 84.43. Let me see one more time if I can find a better one. No, that's for research there. Did you look not under statements, under on the right side where it says account balances is what I saw on that one page on the right side. I'll pull that back up for you. That's for research. I'll take a screenshot of my, oh, this is it, isn't it? Nope, this is the more research where you're just Yeah, that's weird that they don't have an up-to-date one of that. But all of this stuff, and this is the overview page right there. And then you would click on positions right there. And then that would show you the, let's see if there's related images on here. That's how you buy if you're doing it manually. Phrasing. Yeah, it looks most like this screen right here. I'll show you again. I'll show you tomorrow, but it's way easier to understand than this. But this looks like it might have been an older version of it, but it's way easier now to do that. But let's see, let's go back and do Merrill Lynch and go back to that one. Page right here where it says my account balances on the right side, obs. Right here it says my account balances, my equity holdings, my open equity orders. So it would be my account balances, and that would show you exactly what you own there. So yeah, it should show you every single day. And like I said, I'll have that for you tomorrow. Remind me to do that for you tomorrow. To just like screenshot mine, and I'll block out the stuff I don't want you to see. You know how it is. Or I'll look for another one like that. Okay. So that was fun. Google stock just got a lot cheaper. Why? Suddenly a lot more affordable following a massive stock split that took effect Monday. Okay. And yet it went way down. Today, what did that do? Finance on the Apple. 2.6% down. No, doesn't normally happen on a stock split day, I don't think, but this time it did. So the split has two potential benefits. First, it may make Alphabet shares more enticing for everyday investors. Second, increase the odds that Alphabet could eventually be added to the prestigious Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the total market index. Alright. Why do we need to block out the bottom right corner of the stream? Oh, I get it. I get it, because that's where my face is on. I get it, Clay. Very funny, Clay. This is from CNBC. Netflix investors brace for subscriber losses as company works on long-term fixes. Let's see. They announced its second quarter earnings results on Tuesday. Company previously on Netflix. Company previously projected a loss of 2 million subscribers for the period. Netflix is adding an advertising tier and cracking down on password sharing to reinvigorate growth, but those maneuvers won't kick in until later this year or later. That's bad phrasing right there. Later this year or later. I can't think of right this second until later this year or next year. Later this year or after, perhaps, would be better for that. What we got from CNN.com. Your personal rate of return is not available because your beginning or ending balance for the period is 0. Oh, okay. Okay, that could be. Yep, that's weird though that they don't show it. You think, because mine shows negative, and mine showed right away, and mine has showed when it's negative. Let's see, ending balance. Oh, it wasn't negative. It was, I mean, mine was negative, meaning it went slightly below the total of contributions that I put in. It did do that for a while. It's back up above that now. But yeah, it never went down to 0. So I don't know. And that may just be a Merrill Lynch thing. What are you doing? Oh, Starbucks reportedly considering selling its UK business. They don't like coffee in the UK. Maybe they like Dunkin's instead. Prices surge and UK economy struggles more than most of its peers. Starbucks reportedly looking for an exit. Company is engaged with advisors to determine whether it could or should sell its business in the United Kingdom, according to UK newspaper The Times. As for comment, Starbucks shared with CNN Business an email it sent its UK staff over the weekend denying the company is engaged in a formal sale process and asserting its desire to remain in the region. Yeah, that's about all. That's about it. That's the basics of it. They just thinking about getting out because, money, not making the money over there, I guess. Boom, 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 boom. It'll come back one day, hopefully one day soon it'll come back. Boom, 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 boom. Instagram and TikTok are wreaking havoc on our finances and happiness. New survey finds. Anybody shocked? Is anybody shocked? Especially with the things that we've seen on the Ramsey show, the TikTokers trying to give financial advice on there. Especially the ones where the two people, where the guy or gal puts on a different shirt and talks basically to themselves back and forth. Let's see, an elevated view of a concerned looking woman looking down at her mobile phone device. Yeah, she concerned about something. You might have recently purchased athletic gear or a hoodie from an advertisement shared by an online retailer and immediately regretted it. You're far from alone. Social media impacts consumer spending habits, according to a new study by Bankrate. Not this dude, it don't. With nearly half of users admitting to making an impulse purchase based on a sponsored post. Yeah, never do that. If you see something in a sponsored post, don't buy it right then. Wait till the next day. You sleep on it, and then you don't see it just pop up. And you have to remember it. And if you can't remember it, you didn't need it. If you do remember it, then you can go back to the website and buy it. Works especially well because brands like Halara shine and stealthily advertise products. I think there's one missing there. I think it should have been Halara Shine. I don't know what that is. Is that clothing? And another company that's missing right there. Stealthily advertise products online through seemingly normal, everyday people. The most sought after vacations outfit. The most sought after vacations outfits or products. This is Bankrate.com analyst Sarah Foster. But 64% of social media users who made an impulse purchase from an advertisement regretting at least one purchase, and those purchases can often harm our finances more than benefit our lives in the way we thought they would from social media, says Foster, and that's much is certain. Social media isn't just breaking the bank, it's also breaking consumer spirits. The survey finds nearly a third of users are more likely to feel negative about their financial situation than any other aspect of their lives. Comparison is at least partly to blame. 47% of Generation Z and 46% of millennials, to be honest, report feeling negatively about their own financial situation because of another person's social media post, as did 31% of Gen X and 22% of baby boomers. Don't compare yourself to other people. You look at the numbers and you decide if your financial thing is bad. You don't compare yourself to anybody else. They do not matter. Ready, bum 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 bum. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. She's got a Walmart gift card. He thinks it's about 25. How much is it for? Clay, she's not fighting with another woman over her boss. That's not the story. You must not be in the chat enough to get the full story, or you're just trying to rabble-rouse, Clay. Wonder what it could be. This from tomshardware.com. AMD NVIDIA shut out as Intel eyes $52 billion CHIPS Act windfall, and that is not being voted on in the Senate to bring back the TV show Chips, which we featured 2 California Highway Patrol officers on motorcycles. That is not about that. That is about bringing more semiconductor manufacturing to the United States. And basically, they're going to give, now it looks like just Intel, $52 billion and not AMD or NVIDIA. A related story. Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, a week or 2 ago, something like that, bought $5 million worth of NVIDIA stock. And so that is, related, and that's, they have to do that declaration, otherwise they get in trouble. But once you see that that's what they're doing right before a vote, I don't think anybody's gotten in trouble for that, although they should have. And that's not the first time that she's been involved in something like that. Let's see. Clay trying to stir the chat up a bit. Kind of in the hair. Obs had to go potty. Let's see. Yeah, the thing is still, stream is still, whatever that's called, skipping frames. I apologize. Let's see. If the CHIPS Act passes, Intel will move forward with an initial investment of $20 billion in a new Ohio mega site fabrication, I guess. Up to $100 billion could eventually be invested in the site. So they are doing that anyway, I believe, on their own, but then that money will go to there, so that could possibly be built way faster. All right, what else we got from the street? Speaking of McDonald's, we were earlier. McDonald's cheeseburgers, pretty good normally. Ob says the one near her, not so much. But, I mean, it's McDonald's cheeseburger, yeah. Although I haven't had one, I think, in about 2 years. Just because there's not one really close. Although the Wendy's right down the street from here just closed. Just all of a sudden, it was just gone one day. Actually, the building's still there. They just took down all the signage, and I couldn't get food from there anymore. I knocked on the door to try to get some, but that didn't happen. I didn't do that. Let's see. McDonald's tries a new take on chicken. It's McCrispy. Fast food giant is struggling in the fried chicken wars, but something new might give it a leg up on Popeyes and Chick-fil-A. It will not. I mean, they may sell some of them, but it's not going to be as good as Popeyes or Chick-fil-A. Chicken becoming increasingly popular menu item at fast food chains. Time and money it costs to raise chickens is far more economical than beef or pork, as well, making chicken the go-to for many fast food restaurants and consumers, with inflation at a 40-year high. Chick-fil-A has dominated the fast food chicken market for well over a decade. Since first emerging on the market in the late 1960s, Chick-fil-A took a never-before-seen approach to serving up chicken. It prepared boneless chicken using a pressure cooker instead of the traditional deep-fried prep. I did not know that. Along with good customer service, Chick-fil-A rocketed to the top in serving up delicious chicken, happy customers, and polite staff. The Popeye Chicken Sandwich Challenge, Chick-fil-A, we know that. Not as good. I mean, it was alright. It wasn't as good as Chick-fil-A, though. Let's see. So, McDonald's. Where's it gonna say about? Oh, the limited time offer price is $6.60 Singapore dollars. It's only in Singapore. Oh, they're introducing the new Chicken McCrispy Salt and Pepper. Not only is it a new flavor for McDonald's, but it's McDonald's also first attempt at serving a bone-in chicken to its customers. Say what? No, thank you. I'm out. I don't like to do that. A drumstick. Yeah, I don't want to. I want to be able to eat all of it. I want it to be in a bun and to be able to eat just all of it. Just throw it right in my mouth there. I'm not trying to make sure I don't get any gristle or anything like that. So, yeah, I wouldn't make it back in the day when you had to eat all that. Let's see, CNBC. Salt and pepper's a good seasoning though. Yep, bone-in not approved. You're right, Obbs. Obbs agrees. Chick-fil-A #1. Yeah, it's just the one here. I guess it was. I mean, this is not that busy of an area for anything really. So I don't know. They may have had some other kind of seasoning in the other chicken sandwiches that they've done. Sid says bone-in is so tasty though. You can have mine, Sid. You can have mine. This from CNBC again. A double whammy. Consumers are feeling the pain of rising interest rates. And I got nothing. I was thinking, how can I tie that into the song King of Pain? But I can't. You'll always feel the pain. Okay, so I did it. Of rising interest rates and ballooning credit card debt, economist says. So rising interest rate plus ballooning credit card debt. As the Federal Reserve raises interest rates to slow soaring prices, carrying a balance month after month costs more than it has in years. Oh, speaking of Federal Reserve, they didn't announce yet what their interest rate hike is going to be this month, I don't think, or for next month. Consumers are not only making purchases at today's inflated prices, they're paying even more on top of that to cover the rising cost of borrowing, says ADP's chief economist. So that's basically the deal right there. You got two things. You got the inflated prices and you got more interest on top of that. I wouldn't imagine it's an overly amount of salt and pepper that they have in there. Sid frustrated. A lot of little things can get you. You're right, they add up. This from Mr. Money Mustache, and we don't have our own Mr. Mustache, which is AJ here. But let's see what this said. This is data today. Well, you'll probably never run out of money, and so I was interested in this, and I assume it means it's something about retirement. Strange as it may sound, earning financial freedom is a lot easier for certain people than claiming that freedom once they've earned it. And if the following statement rings true to you, you may be suffering from that same hardship. I think I'm close to having enough money to jump into early retirement, but not quite. So I'm working one more year and starting one more side hustle and buckling down extra hard to be more certain. Sounds rational, right? After all, you can never be too careful. You don't want anything to be too anything, as the saying goes. But the problem is that these people keep repeating the mantra regardless of how much money they have and regardless of their actual living expenses. No matter how bright their financial picture is, they always find a way to undervalue their savings and overestimate their future expenses. just in case of the unexpected. This is probably not going to be geared, it's not geared towards a lot of people probably, but there is a certain group that does that, thinking they'll never have enough. Let's see, happens way more than you might think. Okay, maybe they're talking to me there. Every week it's in my email inbox and my in-person conversations with people I meet. The fear is even prevalent among some of my real-life friends. So let's look at a couple of thinly disguised examples from that group to see some of the symptoms and possible cure. This famed affliction of one more year syndrome. Let's see. Alina's currently single doctor in a stressful but well-paid area of practice, age 50, with one grown child, has about $2 million in investments and currently spends about $50,000 per year, and that's great for a doctor. A level which includes pretty much everything that is important to her. Hopefully a paid-off house. But I'll know that they would go into that. According to the 4% rule, Elena's nest egg will provide a pretty reliable income of roughly $80,000 per year for the rest of her life. Or to put it another way, her planned spending of $50K is only a 2.5% withdrawal from that $2 million. Since 4% is reasonably safe, 2.5 is a preposterously safe withdrawal rate. Right, you would think. I mean, there could, there could be crazy inflation, it could be anything, but I would say she would probably be okay. If you are going to say, well, I'm going to work anyway, I'm going to work another year just to make sure, but if you retired instead and you could immediately start taking out the growth, if the growth is more than you make in a year, you don't have to work another year. So because you're already there and you'll get that amount of growth every year average. Let's see. The other friend, Dave, is 10 years younger, so that's not Dave Ramsey, with a lower income but equally scrappy and very entrepreneurial. Been a star performer, very underpaid full-time job for over 15 years. We've got a little bigger phrasing. Where are we at? 15 years. His total annual spending, including mortgage on a $430,000 house here in Longmont, is only about $45,000 per year. That's not bad, including a $430,000 house. Must have not had any other debt or paid it off or put a lot down on that. Although Dave lives in high-cost Colorado, he has carefully accumulated 8 rental apartments back in his hometown, a mid-sized city in OH, which very conservatively deliver $2,800 per month of net cash flow. $2,800 per month out of, not each, but 20. This is why Tommy got out of that business, or he's getting out. He's got one more rental property left, our friend from the Ramsey Show chat. 8 rental apartments. So 28 divided by 8 is 8 times 3 is 24. So 8 times 4 is 32. So 3.5. So $350 each a month of net cash flow. Is that worth it? While also increasing his wealth a further $3,000 every month through principal payoff and appreciation. Yeah, I mean, that's net worth. That's net worth, but addition by a further $3,000, that's probably that $2,800 included in that $3,000 maybe. So I don't know. I mean, that's voodoo math there. But as far as, I mean, you make $250, right? Or 3.5. 3.5. So $350 from one rental apartment. $350 times 12 is not that much. So like 4 times 12, 40. So you're making $4,000 a year for all that headache on there. And probably, since she's in Colorado, I bet he has a property manager, and that takes some of the money away. So I don't know, man. You get one of them needs an HVAC. You're gone. You're gone for the year. Let's see. He has a couple side jobs, helping various members of our local HQ co-working space with their businesses, which brings in a further $1,000 a month. And see, that's much better. That's much better because that's him just taking his time and doing that and not having rental properties which people can destroy and such. But anyway, I got distracted by that. Too much on the rental there. Over the past 7 months, Dave and I teamed up to renovate the main floor of that somewhat costly new house into a very high Airbnb rental. So he's house hacking in addition. So he lives with renters. Fun. Lives with Airbnb people. Recently pressed the button to make this place go live, and it became an immediate success with virtually no vacancy. Bringing in another $5,000 per month, maybe. I don't know what that is all about. While still leaving him with his finished walkout lower level apartment as a place to live. Okay, so they just basically split that house up, I guess. So he has a place to live in there. Anyway, so he's fine, and so he's not including the mortgage. He still has that mortgage, so having that mortgage. They didn't say what Alina's house situation was. They just gave her expenses, which would have included the mortgage. So since they didn't mention it, I would assume she has paid off that house of hers where she's living. So in other words, he's living for free and getting paid. If you have a mortgage, you're not living for free. So he's living in his own basement, collecting $5,000 every month while spending only $2,000 on the mortgage. So right until that Airbnb dries up. I mean, it's Colorado, so maybe that's fine. So it's, you know, I mean, that's just what, because people count on that money as coming in every single month, and it's just not gonna do it. That money is not as you can't count on that money like you can a job. Oh my. Let's see. Let's finish this up. Total business income 80. Yeah, okay. We got the basic numbers. With a mortgage still out there? No. Sell all the rentals in Ohio and don't be a long distance renter, and then you could probably pay off your mortgage or get darn close, and then you can go ahead and retire. Oh, where's his gotta see what he has in retirement. Bank accounts, there are sizable cash reserves and maintenance and contingency funds for every rental unit. Okay, well, that's good, but that doesn't change the numbers you're bringing in, though, for having all that money tied into that. The money tied into the apartment already, and the maintenance and contingency funds for those units. You're tying up that cash just to bring in that little bit of money. That's not that much money, $350 a month for all this money being tied up in the apartments and such. So yeah, I would sell them. But let's see, he got his income in half and his wealth would still increase rapidly forever, right? He still has a full-time job, which is demanding about 10 hours of his time every day. Okay, several Zooms. Sports, great sport, and puts on a brave face, but he's nearly buckling under the stress of this language stressful job, especially combined with his overflowing saddle balls. Dave, you stubborn dumbass, need to quit that job yesterday. Is 11. Yeah, I know, but I'm just holding out for one more year. So it does not say what he has in retirement. I don't think. I didn't see it. So since it doesn't mention his retirement, I'm going to assume he doesn't have any, and they are just, the dude is just, whoever wrote this article is counting on the $5,000 a month from the Airbnb and from the apartments, and neither of those is guaranteed enough for me to retire on, I don't think. But I mean, that would be a lot easier if you cut out the mortgage. If he had the mortgage paid off, I'd be more on board. But he doesn't have. I mean, maybe he has some in. It's just a badly written article by not putting in the information about his. And here's a worst case scenario of what would happen. There's Dave. And so basically, from this, he is showing that the cash flow, but that doesn't include any. Does that include any maintenance? Yeah, that doesn't include what the maintenance is, and the maintenance could go over the amount he has saved up for it. So, yeah. So I mean, by doing the math that way, you're looking good. But that's how everybody does the math when they say, "Oh, we'll flip houses," or we'll house hack, and we'll buy a house and rent out the other half of it. Yeah, you can't count on that income. So, yeah. All right. Well, spent too long on that. So no Reddit today, but we will catch up tomorrow. Sid is out, I think, or somebody else is. Let's see. Oh, Clay's heading for vacation tomorrow as soon as he gets off work. Obviously, he'll be tuning into the after show, even on vacation, and the Ramsey show chat. Hopefully, we'll see him in there while he's on his vacation. Otherwise, have a good vacation. Heading home to mow the yard now. Boom, 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 boom. Ob's out. Thanks for the IO, Sid. IO would not be a landlord for $350 per unit. Neither would I. That is crazy. You could. Why is my phone on? My phone was on photo mode. Yeah, $350 a unit is crazy. I mean, they probably bring in more than that, but probably because he's paying a manager to manage all this stuff here in the OH. Sid says, "Ugh, the risk of an Airbnb." Clay says, "Y'all take care," and he's out. Matt Daniels, thanks for coming in and posting your thing. That includes dogs mentioned. All right, it says Toodles, probably maybe to Clay. Maybe she bounced herself. No, I don't think so. The chat app still says we have 4. So appreciate you guys staying, and we will do the Dave Ramsey subreddit tomorrow. We'll get all caught up from the weekend and such. I'll leave extra time to do that tomorrow to make sure that we get to that, because that's a pretty good segment. Upcoming streams, and I actually did a tech support with Coach Steve Money on Saturday, and on Sunday I did a video gaming stream, and so those will be more forthcoming as opposed to the last month or so. So he's back. All right. My links are at the top of the chat and in the video description below and on the right side of my YouTube banner. I am Steve Simpson, also known as Coach Steve Money, and I am a Ramsey Solutions certified financial coach, and you can schedule a free financial coaching consultation / assessment with me. You click on financial coaching, it will pop up the calendly.com calendar, and you just pick a date. August 14th, my birthday. Buy me something nice, donate me $11 billion, whatever you got laying around. And I will consult with you on my birthday. I will make time for you to do that. And Calendly will let me know what time you would like that appointment, and I will email you back and let you know exactly what information I need to accurately financially assess you. I've got the PayPal link right there, and that's paypal.me/CoachSteveMoney. That's where you can donate to for the channel and so forth, and that way I can make it better. And Instagram, Coach Steve Money, no spaces. And if you would like to email me about anything I talk about, anything on my YouTube channel, that's CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. You can ask me about how I do this after show, even when I get skip frames, which I'm continuing to get. So this is not going to be a great episode. Or Oak Island, or the Ramsey stuff, or the financial coaching, or video gaming, or computer stuff. I'm a PC tech. I have 25 plus years of experience being a PC tech. And music, if you'd like to sing any of my songs that I've written for the Ramsey show personalities and about the baby steps themselves, would love to hear somebody else sing it. You can do that. And once again, email me, CoachSteveMoney@gmail.com. Alrighty. Make smart financial decision every day.